From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Friday, August 15th, 2025. I'm Steve Prentice. A new wave of NFC relay fraud, call hijacking, and root exploits faces the banking sector. Researchers at Threat Fabric have released a report describing a new Android Trojan called Phantom Card, as one word, that, quote, abuses near-field communication, NFC, to conduct relay attacks for facilitating fraudulent transactions targeting banking customers, end quote. Currently, these attacks are occurring in Brazil. Based on an NFC relay malware as a service of Chinese origin, the tool, quote, relays NFC data from a victim's banking card to the fraudster's device, end quote. It is distributed on fake Google Play web pages and features deceptive positive reviews to persuade victims into installing the app. Canada's House of Commons suffers cyberattack. According to the Canadian news broadcaster CBC News, the attack occurred last Friday. The House of Commons, which is somewhat similar in mission and function to the U.S. Congress, alerted staff on Monday about an information breach, stating that, quote, a malicious actor was able to exploit a recent Microsoft vulnerability to gain unauthorized access to a database containing information used to manage computers and mobile devices, end quote. This is in addition to employees' names, job titles, office locations, and email addresses. No threat actor or more specific cause has been identified as of yet. Zoom fixes critical Windows client flaw that could enable a privilege escalation. The flaw has a CVE number and a CVSS score of 9.6 and exists within Zoom clients for Windows. An advisory from the company confirms that, quote, an untrusted search path in certain Zoom clients for Windows may allow an unauthenticated user to conduct an escalation of privilege via network access, end quote. The advisory also lists the various products affected. A link is available in the show notes to this episode. Microsoft fixes Windows 11 24H2 updates that failed under WSUS. Microsoft has now resolved an issue that may have otherwise prevented the August 2025 Windows 11 24H2 cumulative update from being delivered via Windows Server Update Services, WSUS. This WSUS is a 20-year-old product that, quote, helps IT administrators defer, approve, and schedule updates for Microsoft products on enterprise networks from a single local update server rather than having each endpoint update from Redmond's own servers, end quote. Microsoft fixed the issue after learning of widespread reports from Windows admins regarding error messages received while installing the update. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Vanta. Do you know the status of your compliance controls right now? Like right now? We know that real-time visibility is critical for security, but when it comes to our GRC programs, we rely on point-in-time checks. But more than 9,000 companies have continuous visibility into their controls with Vanta. Vanta brings automation to evidence collection across over 35 frameworks like SOC 2 and ISO 27001. They also centralize key workflows like policies, access reviews, and reporting, and help you get security questionnaires done 5 times faster with AI. Now that's a new way to GRC. Get started at vanta.com/headlines, that is VANTA.com/headlines. Italian hotel guests threatened by cyber heist. The Italian government has issued a warning that, quote, identity documents belonging to tens of thousands of people who had stayed at hotels in the country allegedly have been stolen and are being illegally sold online. Italy's Computer Emergency Response Team states that, quote, a cyber criminal gang going by the handle MyDocs has offered more than 90,000 documents for sale. These documents are, quote, allegedly obtained from 10 different Italian hotels and are high-resolution scans of identity-confirming materials used during check-ins, such as passports and other forms of official ID, end quote. New York sues Zelle creator over $1 billion in thefts. New York Attorney General Letitia James announced the lawsuit against Early Warning Services, EWS, on Wednesday, alleging that the creator of the Zelle electronic payment platform, quote, did little to stop scammers from using it to steal more than $1 billion from users between 2017 and 2023, end quote. The suit claims that, quote, the company knew from the beginning that scammers were abusing the platform but did not adopt basic safeguards to protect users, end quote. Hackers expand Cobalt Strike reach to Linux and macOS. Japan's CERT Coordination Center revealed yesterday its observation of incidents that, quote, involved the use of a command and control framework called Cross C2, that is CROSS C2, which is designed to extend the functionality of Cobalt Strike to other platforms like Linux and Apple macOS for cross-platform system control, end quote. This activity was detected between September and December of 2024 and targets numerous countries. Booking.com faces another sneaky phishing trick. Back in June, we covered a story about Booking.com dealing with the ClickFix CAPTCHA scam, and now the travel organization is dealing with a new challenge, a variation on an old-school homograph scam in which a letter in a URL is replaced by a similar-looking character. This time it is a Japanese hiragana character that looks like a / and a little tilde together. In this particular case, the phishing email containing the bogus link purports to be a follow-up to a complaint of service. This is occurring at the same time that financial software company Intuit is dealing with a similar homograph scam with a capital letter I of its name being replaced by a lowercase l. Are you checking out our Week in Review show every Friday? Every week, Rich Straffolino brings on a security leader to discuss the biggest news stories of the week. If you have ever wanted a CISO-level view of the news, you have to check it out, and you can be part of the show by adding your comments to our online chat on YouTube Live. It starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on the CISO Series YouTube channel, and this week, Steve Zalewski, co-host of Defense in Depth, will be our guest, providing his expert commentary on the news that's happened this week. So join us live, join in our chat, ask questions, and share your thoughts on the news and developments in our industry. We would love to see you there. And again, if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to cisoseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.